Hi all, it's me again. Yeah, Ian, Keith, Dad, Grandad. Right, just finished session 4. Perfectly well, went great, no problems at all. Found out my PSAs. I'm going to ring them in the morning, see if I can find out tomorrow. And again, I'll put a quickie on as and when I get it. I've got my little reward, my badge, badge of honour. Yeah, I thought I'll make this pretty quick because I need to get off home. Been in another 7 hours. Yeah, I watch a few people, and there's all this thing about chemotherapy and don't think I should have it. It's nasty. And I thought I'd do a little quick session, and I know it's all technical and cancer related, and I'm going to try and pull together a lot of things I've told you in the past. When you start with prostate cancer, it starts in the prostate, as you all know, and then if you're unlucky, it spreads out. 98% of men get adenocarcinoma, which is the most common, 98%. And as it advances, it produces, as it grows, it produces more and more antigen, which goes into your blood. But your prostate, whether it's got cancer or not, will produce antigen, and as it swells as you get older, it produces a little bit more. That's what they normally measure in your blood. Right, so if it then gets out and starts spreading around your body, clearly the amount of antigen goes up, and it can go up into hundreds and thousands. It's that aggressive it can be. Right, now as the cancer, and you all know that cancer cells grow very quick, they reproduce very quick, so you get more and more cells much more rapidly, so you get a growth, tumour. And because of that rapid growth, you get mutations that occur much more rapidly, and those mutations have got, some of them start not to produce antigen, so you can't treat them with the normal prostate cancer treatments, or you can't attack them with such things as antigen deprivation therapy, which is where they remove your testosterone. So what happens is that as it becomes more and more advanced, the chances of you getting mutations that are far more deadly and of a type that are not prostate types, it is prostate cancer, but they are very, very dangerous and very rapid and kill you. So all the normal, prostate type treatments that you start off with stop working, and that's when it moves out of normal range for normal medication. Right, now what chemotherapy does is that it latches into all your cells. It's called a systemic treatment, in that it goes into all cells in your body. And I've told you this before, but because cancer cells, when it goes into those cells, if any of those cells reproduce, it kills them anywhere in your body, good and bad. But because these cancer cells grow rapidly, there's a strong chance it kills not just your prostate young cancer cells, but those that are beginning to mutate and becoming hidden to normal treatments. So the advantage of chemotherapy, it kills all these other cells around your body, all the mutations that are getting well away from your normal treatments. And it's a massive benefit to you. And now, so that's the sort of science of it all. And to me, I watch these people and, I see some of these guys who are saying, and one of them is Woody, and he's saying, I don't think I don't know whether I should have chemotherapy, and I've got to decide whether I'm going to have it or not. And I know it's a personal choice, and it's entirely up to the individual. I understand that. But my choice and my advice is don't avoid it, because it's a major step towards fighting your cancer and prolonging your life. And if you're advanced, it means that you've got a lot of these other cells floating around your body that you can't attack by traditional means. One of the only means you can get it is chemo. And there's two types of chemo you can have, and they'll give you one lot early, and then as it develops, they'll give you this other lot to try and attack the ones you didn't get the first time round. But if you're not careful, you end up with tumours all over your body, brain, lung, liver, wherever. Don't want to scare you, but it's nasty stuff, and you need to get it attacked early, get it out your system, get it cured if at all possible. Right, the other thing you've got to realise, and I've experienced this, NHS, you can say all you want about people and how, poor the service is. The fact is what I've seen in the chemo department here is that they are excellent, because what they do is that they get nurses from general hospital population, nurses who want to go in there, apply, and then when they get them in there, basically they'd start training, and it's completely a major step up from what they've been doing. Even things like putting a cannula in and things like that is totally different. So they ask the major training that they undergo again, even though they are qualified nurses to start off. So what you end up with in there is you end up with very, very highly qualified, very specialist nurses that know all about the things that happen and while you're doing it, while you're having it done. And literally, I have a nurse more or less 100% of the time, maybe not quite 80%, say, and they're hovering around you all the time. And I'm in there for like 7 hours, and they're giving you one-on-one attention. And then, all right, they might then get somebody else sat beside of you, but then, literally is there, but by the side of you, giving you the attention you need. And there's always at least one, and more often than not, there's 2, 3 or 4 nurses in just a small room with like 6 of you. And that's the amount of care they're giving you. So, I've had a couple of reactions, but they spot it. Last week, there was a guy sat next to me. He didn't even say, I'm not feeling well. The nurse spotted it and went up to him and said, are you feeling all right? Have you any tightness? And he said, yeah, I am a little bit. And so they stop it straight away and then treat him. So they're on the ball. Excellent. So don't think that you're just going into, general population, you're going to get usual crap service and they're going to kill you with all these drugs and that. And I know it's not nice and side effects can be a bit rough. My first one, I had a week of, pretty bad, and they recognise it and they drop the dosage. They know what to do. And they learn how, because everybody's different, and so they learn with each individual. Some just go sail through it. So don't avoid chemotherapy. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You're killing yourself if you don't. And if they recommend it, I went to see my oncologist right at the start, and I was ready to say, I want chemo. Give me it. I demand it. And he actually walked in, sat down and said, we can't give you radiotherapy, you've got too many tumours. Basically, we want to give you chemo. Will you agree to it? And I said, yes, I bloody will. And if you hadn't have suggested it, I'd have been suggesting it. And that's what I said to him. So, it is a very important step. Right, so that's that. That's me preach for the day. It's that bloody clock again, my eyes. Coming up 10 minutes. Right, I'm going to sign off there. Not many laughs today, but it's all gone well. I've been sat listening to some music. I had a little nod for an hour. Didn't get much sleep last night. Right, okay. See you all again. Love you loads. And don't forget, what am I going to say? Life is a rich tapestry, and it's up to you to make it colourful. So make it bloody colourful. Sir, I've got to learn how to address the king. So, yeah, right, okay. I don't think there's anything else. Right, see you again. Hopefully, you know, what is it they say? Click on subscribe, that's it. Click on the bell and everything else. Speak to you again then. Bye now.